All right, so I don't really want to speak too much about these politics, man. I'm about tired of them. It's just the same old thing every election season. But all I really want to say is vote how you want to vote. Do what you got to do for you, your family, your loved ones, everybody in your corner, everybody in your circle. Do what you think would be best for them. Put you first, of course. Whatever you think is best for you, that's what you should do. That's who you should vote for. One thing I will add is this: a lot of people are focused on the wrong things. You're focused on hating a candidate instead of actually looking at policies, instead of actually looking at what they did last time they were in office or what they're currently doing. You're not voting based off of that. You're voting based off of media hype, bias, propaganda, fear mongering, all this type of stuff, media manipulation. And, maybe some people around you are manipulating you as well, or you're just echoing what you've heard other people say or whatever. A lot of people just parrot nowadays. They just, like, we all say the same things. Like, even me just saying that right there, because it's the truth. And it's like, just start thinking outside the box, start thinking for yourself instead of letting other people think for you. Because I guarantee you wouldn't let anybody else think for you if your house was on fire or your house was on the verge of falling apart. You wouldn't be worried about Mr. Johnson's house down the street or Miss Catherine's house right next door. You'll be worried about your house. And if you weren't, you'd be an idiot. That's what I'm voting based off of: is who's going to fix my house? Who's going to extinguish the fire in my house? Y'all are worried about, oh, who's going to help Mr. Johnson's house and Miss Catherine's house, and oh my gosh, we should let these people in our house. They have nowhere to go, and this and that. Well, those people could make a case for themselves to get into my house, but they're not just going to bombard my house. They're not just going to barge into my house. And that's what's happening now. It's like you're letting your house be destroyed from the inside out and from the outside in. So your house is being attacked on two fronts, and there's this landlord who wants to take over from the previous landlord, and he guarantees that he's going to make sure nobody breaks in your house, arm your house with extra security and extra precautions and stuff to protect your family and the people you care about and love. Meanwhile, the current landlord just sitting on their ass, not doing anything, letting these people in. They have a policy, in fact, that allows these people in. They don't do anything when they barge in, when you complain about it, all that type of stuff. You're just gonna let your house be destroyed because it has faulty wiring, because the plumbing is crappy. You're gonna let it fall apart. You're gonna let it all fall apart. It's just crazy to me. All the memories, all the things you worked hard for, all the possessions in there, just everything is gonna fall apart if you keep the same landlord. The choice seems easy to me. And then, as a matter of fact, I really don't have too much else to say about it. But yeah, just think about that allegory that I just used, or whatever you want to call it. I'm sure you've heard the house on fire metaphor before, you know, because you kind of got to think about it from that perspective. If your house was burning down, would you be worried about anybody else's house? You're an idiot if so. Simple as that. I mean, and the last thing I'm gonna say is I'm gonna ask a question. Were you better off in 2016 through 2020, or have you been better off in these last almost 4 years? You good now? Just really ask yourself that. Don't be disingenuous. Really look yourself in the mirror. Or really think about this. Assess the situation. You know, think about when you were better off, and then do some research on policies for one. Because I mean, we only get two choices anyway. You got to choose one of the two choices, or you just don't choose, and then you won't have a say so in anything. I mean, you won't be able to complain. It is what it is, right? Just go with the flow, I guess. But hopefully we get what's best for us. Hopefully we get what's best for us either way. And I'll just leave it at that because I really don't do these videos too often anymore. Um, State of affairs really bumming me out a lot. I just really don't have enough to say. Like I really don't. I can't say enough. It's just it is what it is at the end of the day. And yeah, that's pretty much how I live my life. But I just really wanted to get this word out there. I mean, maybe coming from a random black guy on the internet saying this is just, a lot of people think that you're supposed to like you're supposed to base your vote off of your skin color or how you were raised, where you were raised, or whatever. I don't know. People get the game all twisted up as far as you just have to think however people like you or that look like you think. We're all supposed to think the same. We're all in a box. We're all in a hive mind. We're just all supposed to follow one another. I've never been a follower. That's just me personally. I'm gonna keep doing what I do. I'm gonna do what I want to do. What's best for me. What I deem best for me. I just can't be a follower. I'm not gonna be lumped into a box. I refuse to let other people and entities think for me. I'm not I'm not that type of person. I'm never gonna do that. So, maybe people need to start opening up their eyes, open up their mind a little bit more, think outside the box, don't fall in line, don't just follow the line, because that'll lead your ass off a cliff. And then what? Who you gonna call? Not the Ghostbusters. Well, somebody might call the Ghostbusters on you, because you'll be a ghost at that point. But I'm veering off, man. I just gotta add a little humor in here, man. You gotta have a smile. You have to learn to laugh at yourself, laugh at others, laugh at things. Don't take life too seriously. Don't take things too seriously. But at the same time, do what's best for you and what you know to be best for others around you that you hold dear. So that's really all I have to say about it. Just my take on the matter. I hate politics. I've always been more neutral and in the middle, but it's like you have to make a choice. This country doesn't give you too many options, unfortunately, and that's a whole nother discussion. Should we have a party that's this colored, purple? If y'all can't see that, I don't know. We should have a purple party. We should have the party that has all the good things of both sides, because both sides have good things, and then both sides have bad things. Discard those. I really do want to start that discussion. These two parties have never really had our best interest at heart, but I'm sure there could be a compromise one day, hopefully. And I'm thinking that uh, what is Trump considered? Trump is really an outlier. He's an anomaly. He's not really a politician, never really been a politician, always been a businessman. He's a billionaire, of course, so he's elite in that regard, but he doesn't think like these other politicians. He's just straightforward. And I feel like that's why people hate him, is because he just talks how he talks. He's not a talker. He's not Obama. Or yeah. So the delegates, they, like I don't even know. I can't even talk like that, because it's just I would be the same way if I got into politics. You know, just people hate the way he phrases things. It is what it is. I guess people just hate real. I guess people just hate real. You're a cult if you follow the real. You know, I don't really follow anything wholeheartedly. He does some stupid things, says some stupid things, or he phrases things pretty weird sometimes. I admit that. Old, he's 80, almost 80 years old. Yeah, I wish we had a younger candidate, but not too young. But yeah, man, these people that's in office currently, man, just take a look. Take a look at how things running. Take a look at your grocery bill and your gas prices, and then that should answer. I mean, common sense answer is just like, man. Uh, and then no tax on overtime. Looking forward to that. Hopefully somebody does that soon. A couple other things, man. Just yeah, but we'll worry about that whenever they get in there. But yeah, keep on keeping on. I guess that's all I really gotta say. This video went on longer than I anticipated, but that's just been my little rant slash venting session slash discussion starter. Hopefully. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about all this junk going on down below. Peace.